It's what I imagine pledge would taste like. Yes, I sit at home, I'm that bored. I just sit there and try furniture cleaner, turpentine. I won't drink hard booze. Why? Because it tastes like turpentine. How do you know it tastes like turpentine? But I fell in love with yogurt-flavored soju. So, if you ever, I know that sounds weird, but if you ever have a chance and you're of age, I know, right? Try that. We've been having lovely conversations this morning. Nothing about voice acting. We've had like, just so Fruit Loops with or without milk. And I said, something controversial. I don't like Fruit Loops. Captain Crunch peanut butter. Honey Cheerios. Oh, yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Right, yeah. And okay, here's something else controversial. I like my cereal soggy. Because it makes the milk taste like the cereal. Peanut butter Captain Crunch. Now granted, when you first put it in the bowl, it will tear your teeth up and your gums start bleeding, right? And you have to let it sit in milk for a few minutes. But after that, then it becomes like mush. And then, and then you have like a peanut butter milkshake at the end. It's so good. And then my favorite cereal, and I was like, Kyle, shut up, just do the voice. Blueberry. Blueberry is awesome. And it's only Count Chocula. Frankenberry. Blueberry. And there's all these other ones. And they come to Target every Halloween season. And you buy them like crazy because they put retro packaging and all that. So I'm old, so I remember getting all that in the 70s. And you're like, oh, what's all this Halloween-themed cereal? Oh, it's awesome. Because you put the blueberry in, it tastes like blueberries. And you put it in the milk, and then it gets mushy too. And then you're left with blue milk. And blue milk's awesome because Aunt Beru served that in Star Wars. I'm too nerdy for my own good.
We all are.
Full frontal nerdity. Like, I'm not even a Doctor Who fan, and Jeremy, stand up. You have to show off this shirt that Hoover, lovely and talented voice actress, bought for him. It's Dr. Pooh. It's Dr. Pooh. It's adorable. It's totes adorable. What are you wearing, Deb? House of Crane?
I got it Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones.
I have my own house. I fucking rock.
Yeah, you do. She has a shirt that has her last name on it. Why wouldn't you wear that, you know? So yeah, hi, I do voices and I get paid to let them out of my head sometimes. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Even when I don't get paid, it's still awesome because I'm just that crazy. It's fun to be crazy and live in your own little world, trying to put outside thoughts that it's like, oh, I can't pay the rent this month, but I'm having fun. How many street passes did you get this weekend? How many puzzle pieces did you unlock? Yeah, I unlocked a few. And then stupid me forgot to charge a 3DS. So yesterday I didn't bring it, and today I didn't bring it. I could have unlocked everything. Oh well, next year. Next year I'll unlock it all. Yeah, I know. But I mean, here's the nice thing about coming to Anime Expo, one of the largest in the country. You will unlock regions around the world. Yeah. You'll be like going around like, what? Norway? I thought everyone's from LA. So people come from far and wide. Start throwing out names. Who traveled the farthest?
Minnesota.
Florida wins so far. Mexico? You don't live in Mexico. You may be from Mexico. You're from England? You got one from England, okay. Okay, England wins.
I got someone from South Korea.
South Korea? You did get some from Norway? Thailand? Japan? Oh, yeah. Wow. Australia! That's right. I took my 3DS when I went down under and I unlocked so many puzzles, it was crazy. Crikey, it was great. And by the way, I didn't talk like that in front of them. I thought it would be insulting. See, some voice actors try to blend in. You know, Troy Baker, he's got a great ear, so he can pull off dialects like perfect. He does a great black man, too. Not that that's not a dialect, is it? But I mean, he's a good mimic. And like him and John DiMaggio, they could do like this great Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan, oh, someone's about to get pregnant up in here. Oh, Tracy, get better. Come on, Tracy Morgan. But anyway, I went off on a tangent. Too soon. He is getting better, isn't he? Yes. Okay, all right. I haven't heard anything. You don't see Tracy Morgan, hashtag RIP. Any of you people ever start a trend on Twitter just to see what happens? Yeah. Oh, it's all your fault for thinking of it. It's like, so-and-so died, hashtag. Hashtag JK. I know I'll never be at fault or involved in one of those because no one can spell my name. Everyone thinks it's Herbert. Hebert. The H is silent, the E's like an A. Tell your friends. What's that, Kyle Herbert? No. It couldn't be simple like Bloom. Although Bloom gets Blum. I love Steve Blum. That'd be funny if every fan actually talked like that. Oh, yeah. Herbert. I guess you did talk like that if you had the headgear, right? I never did. My daughter lucked out. She only had to wear Invisalign, but she won't wear it all the time. I said, honey, you have to wear that. The more you let it sit there on the shelf, then the longer you're going to be nagged to wear it. And it works. It does work. Her teeth aren't quite so crooked now. They're looking better, but they're expensive. They are. They're like $200 a month.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yes. How do you make someone wear them? Oh. Okay. Oh wait, I don't have to. She said, take away the Xbox. I said, I don't have to take away the Xbox because I'm the gamer in the family. Okay? I'm the one that plays video games. She's just on her iPhone and the desktop, and then the turn off the Wi-Fi. Oh, that's a fate worse than death right there. Because that means I would have to suffer too. Not really, I mean, I have unlimited data. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. No, I have unlimited data, so I can't create a hotspot unless I pick a data plan.
But no, changing the password actually sounds like a pretty good idea.
It kind of does. It kind of does. But she has data on her phone too. Unlimited data. We're grandfathered in on AT&T. So I'm never leaving on AT&T. It does slow you down. Yeah, you get throttled, which sounds like you get your ass kicked, but no more Hot Pockets, yeah, all right. Yeah. I find that positive reinforcement is a good thing. I won't take you to Hot Topic this week. Ooh. Oh, the horror. My God. Hi, so people have questions? Do we have someone with a mic that's going to come over here and maybe you guys could line up. Can you guys line up like right down here and make a line? And then we're going to have a gentleman here with a microphone. And yeah, we'll make this fun because I know we're on a time crunch and everything. Can I check one? Shit, call the mic, yo. Who do we have here?
Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. Where are you from?
I'm from Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Rancho Cucamonga. Do people ever say it like that?
Not the people I know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. You should start saying it like some big game show announcer. I'm from Rancho Cucamonga. Oh, what's your question?
Well, I was wondering, if you can go back to the time when you were at the beginning of trying to pursue the voice acting career, what would you say is the best way to get started? And also, can you say "My body is ready" in Frederick's voice?
My body is ready. sounded like Ryu, too. Going back to the beginning of... You can sit down. I'll answer your question, though. The beginning of the voice acting thing, what would I do different? I mean, I got into it from hearing about auditions from being in radio. I don't suggest anyone become a DJ to become a voice actor. You want to be a voice actor, take acting classes. And I don't feel like a hypocrite saying that because that wasn't my path. I've taken classes since I've gotten to voice act and I've gotten better. So there's something to that. We don't just say that because, you know, there's some big conspiracy trying to keep you away from achieving your dreams. It's just a very specific thing. Think of it like this. You want to do fill in the blank. Well, obviously there's steps to get to that fill in the blank. And usually it involves a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of dedication, and not giving up, despite all the crap that mounts around you. Like people going, get a real job, or, you know, you're in a crappy minimum wage thing. It's like, I'm never gonna have enough to buy a USB mic, or, you know, take a class. It's like, don't send that into the universe. Send the positive, powerful messages into the universe. It's like, it may be a year from now when I take that class, but by gum, I'm gonna save my money. You know how you save your money and you buy the $60 video game? You can use that same money and not buy the video game. What, Kyle? But I have to buy Arkham Knight. Okay, buy Arkham Knight, but you can also put money away and like, see, I'm just saying that. But it's a good thing, it's a really good thing. And when you use that money towards something like moving where the work is, or networking, or whatever, to get closer to your goals. Oh my God, it feels good. It feels so good when you take a step, and then your family and your friends and whatever your social media support group goes, you go do that thing. And this is for anybody, because I know there's a lot of future animators out there, not just voice actors, people that want to do something in the creative arts out here. So don't say to yourself, I'm limited by my funds or where I live. You're not limited, not in the long run. Just say that yourself, you know, I can do this. Now, will it happen? Will it happen? That's up to fate. That's hard to say. It may not, but if you try, that feels better than wondering, what if? Right? Something like that. I'm Tony Robbins. Thank you. Yes. You can lead.
Yes, I'm Ty Jordan. This is my second year at AX, and my question is, you voice over the character Webmaster in the series Terrain of Magical Expertise, correct?
Tome by Kerbifer or Chris Niosi. Yes, who's here actually at the convention.
Yes. My question, this is a thing in terms of the series. What did you enjoy most about Webmaster? What did you enjoy most about the series in general? And do you have anything to look forward to in season 2?
Yes, I've recorded stuff for season 2. I enjoy just the, I know it sounds like a cop-out answer, but I mean, I just love the chance to play any sort of character that's not me. You know, I love things like Tome and other webisode content because this puts the power of entertainment creation into the hands of the users, and I love that. Now, is there a lot of crap? Yeah, there is, but same can be said of movies, same can be said of TV shows, anything that's professionally produced. But the indie scene that's up and coming, that's exciting. The internet is this great new frontier where there's a chance where people can get in on the ground floor even. And you've seen a lot of web celebs come up from nothing to suddenly their income is based on ad clicks and all that stuff, and people visiting their page and whatnot. So it can happen. I love that. It feels good to be a part of this revolution. It's exciting, actually. Hold on.
Hello, Kyle.
Hi.
I have 3 quick questions, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
First off, would you consider yourself a method actor? Second question is, do you ever catch yourself reading things in like your own like dialogue made by your characters in the character's voice? And third, how about that Frederick proposal to the Avatar unit?
On Fire Emblem Awakening. I actually don't remember any of the dialogue other than pick a god and pray.
I remember Matthew Mercer was saying like his was like basically saying like do it as awkwardly as possible, like make it all.
Yes. Yeah, we get that. It's so funny when you record a game. There's no studying, there's no rehearsal, there's no run-through rehearsal, any of that stuff. You get there, and the script in front of you, you see for the very first time, you have no idea what the context is, you don't know who your character's talking to, because it's not written out like a script or a screenplay or any of that stuff. I forgot the other question, I'm sorry. The first one?
Method actor?
Method actor. No. No actual throwing Hadoukens, no ordering Super Saiyan sized quarter power cheese and that. No.
And the question was, if you ever catch yourself reading your own character's dialogue in
Yeah, I talk to myself all the time. At first I thought I was crazy, but I'm just a voice actor, so it's okay. Yeah, no, I do talk in voices to myself quite often. And then I get on my daughter, it's like, stop talking to yourself, people think you're crazy. Oh, okay. Sometimes I try to create new characters. I'll sit there and talk to myself as a wizard as I'm brushing my teeth. I have to use that voice. This is work. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes it happens. But I don't like have character conversations of things I've done. I'm always looking to, think outside the box. And it's like, what other tricks can I throw out there? Because I know people will cast me or throw me auditions based on what they think I can do. But your demo is a cross-section of things that showcase what you're best at, but that demo is a work in progress. And over time, you may be better at other things. So you need to, and I'm terrible at doing this because my demo's 8 years old, but don't do what I did, kids. Your demo should be freshened up every couple of years and put new voices on there as you study and perfect them, preferably under the guidance of professional acting coaches. But in the meantime, you say, I can't afford that. Well, have your friends help you. You go to your friends who are actors, go to your friends and say, hey, let's do this and all that stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Certainly.
Hi, so my name is Shay.
Hi.
And I actually saw your Akon lines.
Yay, Akon. Yeah.
So firstly, my dad's like a huge Street Fighter fan. He literally grew up on that thing as if it was his drug. And secondly, this is my actual question. So, to talk about Gurren Lagann for a moment, because no one's mentioned this. So, everybody's been talking about this. But they said if Gurren Lagann were to cross over with the series, it would be with Kill La Kill. The question is, if they were to cross over, in your opinion, who do you think would win in a fight and why?
Well, Kami is going to win just cause, Spoilers, he's not around very long in the show.
He comes back from the dead like 3 times.
I think just from a vengeance standpoint, he's going to be like zombie Kamina, but still be hot. So he's going to come back and he's totally going to obliterate the landscape. I think. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Daniel Carson.
Hi, welcome.
So when I was young, one of the big shows I used to watch a lot was Digimon.
Cool.
I also watched all of the episodes so far from Digimon Fusion and have enjoyed both Bellistamon and Judas Launch's voice, which is you.
Thank you.
How is it like to work on that show? That's what I want to ask.
Well, how's it like working on any show? See, in anime, if you record solo, so you're only there with the director and the engineer. But in the cartoon world, it hasn't been animated yet, so you get to work with the whole cast. That's the most fun. That is hands down the most fun. But it's really cool to work in anime because you get to see everything in the way the fans are going to see it. It is what it is. The downside is you can't change that animation to fit the way you speak. You have to alter how you speak to fit what's been animated. And that's the fun challenge of dubbing. And sometimes my character, like on Digimon Fusion, for example, one of them is a robot. Darulomon. And at least, Ballistamon. Ballistamon has no mouth. So, but I still have to say the line in a set amount of time because it has to match the Japanese timing. So it's freeing in one sense, but you're still constricted by that sort of thing. But I think it's cool that I got to come back to another huge property, and I don't know how it's doing, but Digimon Fusion on the CW, and there's toys out there. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alex.
Hi Alex, where are you from?
I'm from Orange County.
Welcome.
Okay, my question is this. Battle Royale, free-for-all, MMA rules, who would win in a fight? You, Steve Bloom, or Yuri Lowenthal?
I'm a lover, not a fighter. Liam O'Brien? Stephanie Shea? She is the one called Sailor Moon. Yeah. I would just defer to Steve Bloom because he's such a hero of mine. And Yuri's pretty darn awesome too. I would just step out of the ring. It's like, I'll film it, okay? Let me step out of the ring. That just sounds weird. All right, you're gonna film Steve Bloom and Yuri. Doing what? MMA. Okay. Manly men fighting, wrestling on the ground. We're going in another direction now. Hi.
Hello, my name is Matthew. I'm from the San Fernando Valley. I want to know, you wanted to talk about blueberry. Did you know that you can special order blueberry year-round directly from General Mills?
Oh yeah, I have. I've done that. I've been that guy who orders cereal for $10 a box with shipping. But actually, okay, it wasn't blueberry. I ordered Quisp. Quisp cereal isn't widely available, but I found it once at the 99-cent store, so I bought like 3 boxes, and then I was so sad when I ran out. Then I look online, oh, I can still buy $10. Who wants cereal that bad? You're right, I do. Yes.
My question is that, what was it like working with Doug Walker in the Kyle Bears is an A-hole?
Yeah, the Kyle Bears an A-hole video is a skit done several years ago where we were both guests at MatsuriCon in Columbus, Ohio, and he comes up to me and says, I have an idea for a skit. You know how fans come up to you and say, do the narrator for Dragon Ball Z next time on Dragon Ball Z? It's like, so I do that. And he goes, oh my God, that's great. And that's usually where it ends, right? But I keep doing it. I keep talking and annoying him and following him, stalking him, chasing him down the hall. And he's like, stop! Shut up! No! And for a while, when you put my name in Google, that was the first search result. And people would have to click on that because they thought, but Kyle's such a nice guy. Who thinks he's an a-hole? Oh. You really didn't think I'm an a-hole. It's just funny. Where the free hookers at? Oh, we blew them. Hi.
Hi, my name is Kira.
Hi, Kira.
Today is my brother's 14th birthday party. Birthday. He's gonna come.
Yes.
And I was wondering if I could record you saying happy birthday to him in Confidence Voice because he loves that show.
Toads McGoats. What is your brother's name? Trent? And it's happy 14th birthday, huh? What? We should all say hi. We'll do that. Okay, you rolling? Yeah. Happy birthday, Trent. Happy 14th birthday, Trent. This is Kamina from Gurren Lagann. Pierce the heavens with your drill. Right, guys? Trent, who the hell do you think I am?
I have one question and a very 1 second question. That'll just take 1 second.
That's fine.
And then, all right. How would you say I should practice my voice acting and how I present it to get noticed? And then, Goku versus Superman. Who wins?
Goku wins. Superman has powers because of technicality. Krypton, he couldn't fly and do all that stuff. He does here because of our sun, right? Saiyans have power, period.
And then Super Saiyan God.
As far as doing things to take steps to be a voice actor, one free thing you could do is practice aloud. Read aloud 10 minutes a day, by yourself, to your friends. Record it, preferably. Study the trends in advertising. What, Kyle, you're telling me to watch commercials? Yes, I'm telling you to watch commercials. Not because I want you to buy products, but because I want you to study the performances. What is it about that performance that booked that actor's role, that made them land? It's like, oh, they're kind of funny. What quirky sense of improv did they do to twist that little line of dialogue and make it sound up, make it punch, and that's what it is that sells a performance. Your skills to improvise and do subtle vocalizations that aren't always scripted to lift that thing off the page and give it life. So practice, read aloud, record it, study it, play it back, network with other actors. You never know who you're going to meet, who knows somebody, who knows somebody, who knows somebody who might be having auditions. Now eventually, you're going to have to professionally record a demo, but in the meantime, if you have a simple USB mic, record something at home, sit there and study that. Have a little makeshift demo. Your demo ultimately is going to be 60 seconds-ish, roughly a minute. And it's not going to necessarily be zany, wacky cartoon voices. It has to show off your acting range, first and foremost. Your demo needs to start with the signature voice, the sound that people know they're getting when they listen to Kyle Hebert. What does he sound like? They know in the first 10 seconds when they hear my normal speaking voice on a commercial or whatever. And then from there, you start going all over the spectrum. Again, doesn't have to be zany over the top. If they want that, they'll hire the guys that go. But there's plenty of guys who make a living just with their normal speaking voice. That could be you. Not saying it will, but you never know. Never know. Give it a try. Yes.
Oh, hi, I'm Brian. I am from Loma, and I had one question. Which anime had the most influence on you?
Influence. Well, I grew up watching Speed Racer in the 70s. Also Battle of the Planets and Star Blazers, because that got brought to America thanks to Star Wars. Those were pretty instrumental in my childhood. But the one that really stands the test of time to me, Cowboy Bebop. I'm so blessed to know the people that have worked on that show, and I work with them on other shows, but if I could go back in time and be a fly on the wall, I would love to be on Cowboy Bebop. But I do need to be on Space Dandies. That's some time of Cowboy Bebop, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
My name is William from San Diego.
Hi, Rick.
And I would like to request if you could do any voices of YuseiDWheeler and Driving 4 from Big Lake.
Oh yeah. Who needs a map? Demacia for the king! Which when I say for the king, people said Dovahkiin? Like, no, not that. Took an arrow to the knee. You belong in a museum. See, I'll let you in on a secret. It sounds like Gohan. My Kiva sounds like Gohan. My Kamina sounds like Gohan. Ryu sounds like Fallman on FMA. What? Aizen sounds like Harasu on Yu Yu Hakusho. Yes, we rip ourselves off all the time. It's fun. But the difference is the characters. The characters are really different. When I hear like people being hypercritical of it's like, oh, so-and-so sounds the same in every show. It's like, that's not a fair criticism. Be nice. Be nice. Respect. These people work because they're good actors. That's why they get hired over and over again. And
I'm wondering if having your tonsils out has anything to do with like range or skill in voice acting.
ooh, good question. Does tonsils affect your life? I don't know. I still have my tonsils. Almost everyone I know had their tonsils removed as a child. I still have them. And every time I go to have a checkup, the doctor goes, wow, your tonsils are huge. Like, is that bad? It's like, no, it just is. They're huge. And I'm afraid to have them removed because I'm worried it will affect my, but I honestly don't know. And because I hear it's really painful as an adult to have them removed for some reason. So I was like, well, I'm allergic to pain. So I think I'll keep my tonsils. Although I wonder if having my tonsils was also affecting me as a sleeper. I have sleep apnea. You know, sleep apnea affects your, it's like a hyper extreme version of snoring where you don't sleep at full deep REM sleep. You wake yourself up, or you're gagging and gasping for air. So what I do, and what many sleep apnea sufferers do, is sleep with a mask. You look like Bane when you sleep with a mask that has a hose connected to a little machine that's basically blowing air in and keeping your air passageways open. So you won't wake up gasping for air and doing all that. There's no for sure cure, although that does help a lot. They say that, oh, lose weight, that'll help it. Like, I used to weigh a lot less than I do now, and I still have it, so it's a genetic thing. Yay, you learned something today. Sleep apnea, boys and girls. Science! Okay, hi.
I wanted to ask, how did you get started with voicing League of Legends, and how was it like voicing Ezreal?
Okay, voicing Ezreal, or voicing Jarvan, or voicing Graves, same exact process. I get audition sides through email, I record from home, send it off, and then I move on with my life. And then a few weeks later, or months later, I might hear back going, congratulations, you've been cast on so-and-so. And I go, that's great, what is that? Because I've auditioned for tons of other stuff in between that time. So then again, it's like a really like, oh, sweet, yay! That's an important mindset to have when you audition. Don't sit there and go, oh my God, I hope they hire me. Chances are they're not. But if they do, oh my God, it feels so good. So Riot Games just, for example, with League, they did a contract with Bang Zoom Studios in Burbank, and then Burbank had, Bang Zoom has this whole archive of voice actor demos, and they said, all right, well, we're going to do the recording for this game. We're going to use our voice actor database and send out audition sites based on their demos. Who do we think you should read for? So I read for Ezreal, I read for Jarvan, I read for Graves. I read for dozens of other characters. And I got 3. Oh my God, I'm lucky. Because most people get 1. But yeah, so I recorded on that. Then I wrote for the first session. Took about 20 minutes. Because there's not a lot of stuff. If you play League of Legends, the characters aren't very verbose. They say little in-game battle shout-outs, and that's about it. But when I got to the magic power-up stuff, they said, it's kind of like a power-up. You know, like, have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z? Like, yes! Actually, yes! I have some experience in that realm. So when they did the Pulse Fire skin for Ezreal, the downloadable stuff, they had a little in-joke about Dragon Ball Z, about like, what's the power level? And this, oh, it's over 9,000, says the computer. I go, it's over 9,000! It is! What he did. Only a safe proportion, of course. Yes. So, yeah, that freaked them out. They fanboyed in the booth. And I thought, all right, I'm in with the client. This is awesome. They're like, oh my God, you're Gohan. Oh, whoa. You're like, sweet. I love that. So thank you.